What is up, Minecraft Hub? My name is Vince, and this is well, it's not the first time I've ever been on this channel, but it's the first time right now. I don't know what happens with me, but when I launch Minecraft at first, I can never, I am locked into moving forward, and then it stops me from moving altogether. But it seems like we've overcome that. Now, I want to just point out real quick, this is a randomly generated world, and I'm really new to the world. I'm not new to Minecraft, but I'm new to the world. And I've never seen anything quite like this. This is really cool, and I made that little pathway right there, and I made obviously a little pathway right there. But everything else is random, and I really think it's a nifty world. So, anyways, I am primarily a Call of Duty player, I guess. I'm a console gamer, but I do like to kind of take some time to philosophize while I play Minecraft. Let me turn on my volume. I am on Mac, by the way, if you're wondering. So yeah, if you're looking, if you like my channel, or if you like my commentary rather, and you're thinking that you might want to check out my channel, just know right now that I don't post Minecraft on my channel. So if you're one of those people, there are a lot of these people out there apparently that like only like Minecraft. They're like, I don't care about anything else but Minecraft. So if you're that person, hold on. Ah. Man, I've done this commentary so many times I don't want to stop because I just sneezed. But if you're one of those people that only likes Minecraft commentaries, they only like watching Minecraft, then don't bother checking out my channel, because you're not going to get this style of gameplay or commentary on my channel. So that's just a heads up. Anyways, I have a topic for today. By the way, I'm a college student, if you didn't know. I am an astrophysics major and a linguistics minor. I used to be a philosophy major and a physics minor, but I got tired of writing papers. Honestly, I did. It starts wearing you down after a while when you really don't care about what you're writing about. But like I said, I like to philosophize, I like to bring you guys real talks, and hopefully you can leave my video being thoroughly informed and entertained through being informed. So I just want to give you guys kind of a sample of what I do. I do make longer videos. These will be probably from the range of 20 to 25 minutes, very rarely under 15. But I think this one will probably be fairly brief because I don't have too much to say, although I probably will go off on a tangent and end up making a longer video. But my subject today is war. I don't know, I usually talk about like political things, even though I'm not a political person, but I like thinking about government and how it should be run and all that fun stuff. So I want to talk about war a little bit, and just how it's conducted, what pros and cons, and maybe how it should be. So, I am actually a fan of war so long as I'm not drafted to participate in the war. I know this is one of the big issues, is that like politicians declare war, but politicians don't participate in war. And that is will forever be one of the bigger conundrums in the world. But war, in its essence, from Metal Gear Solid, I've learned that war does stimulate the economy, and this is shown true in the past because it really got the U.S. back on its feet after World War II. But for the most part, I support war just because I do advocate population control. There are way too many people on the planet, and the planet would probably be better, life would probably be better if there were less, if you got rid of some of the dead weight. But what I don't agree with about war is not that it's being conducted, but who is fighting it. The able-bodied young men who really have a lot going for them are the people that are fighting in our wars. And this is something that I don't understand. Why would you have young, able-bodied people fight in wars? Now, I actually have a friend who was declared in high school, and I guess there's like a list of like a suicide watch list, so he was suicidal in high school. And he decided that he wanted to join the army, so he went out, he went out to the recruiter, and I guess he enlisted, all that fun stuff, and they were like, whoa there, buddy, it says here you're suicidal, and he's like, yes. That was back in high school, that was some of my darker times. And they're like, well, we don't allow suicidal people in the army. What? You don't... People die in the army. You don't... Wouldn't you want people that are okay with dying to be in the army? And I mean, I guess I can see that. You don't want people that are, like, gonna be not useful to the cause. You don't want people... Oh, let me eat some chicken. Chicken. You don't want people who are going to not be useful to the army because they're too busy being emo and like thinking about like, I'm only here because I want to die. But honestly, those are the if everybody's army, if the world, the armies of the world, the various armies of the world, and armed forces and all that fun stuff of the world all cooperate like that, you take the people who really don't serve any purpose in society. You take the suicidal people, and what they ended up doing was they said, by the way, to my friend, they told him he couldn't enlist because he was suicidal, and so they put him in a mental institution instead, which would, is now a burden on the taxpayers and whatnot. And the dude's not like mentally unstable, he just had some dark days back in the day and was labeled forever. So yeah, it's kind of it's a funny situation how our army operates and does things where you can't have suicidal people in the military because they're okay with dying. Even though that the people who aren't okay with dying, the people who actually have something going for their lives, are fully able to enlist and go die, even though they don't really want to. They expect to, of course, be a war hero. And it's just kind of funny. I think if all the... I'm a supporter of like all of the militaries in the world just being like, hey, look we have a bunch of useful people who really don't serve any purpose. Old people, people who are still able-bodied per se, not like, the old decrepit handicapped guy with Alzheimer's. But able-bodied people that just don't really have a purpose in life, retired people. And I guess some of this is getting at the whole, like, should we just euthanize old people? As much as I do love my grandparents, I can see that there is a point in everybody's life, whether they want to accept it or not, where their quality of life goes down because of their age. It happens. It exists. And I have no idea how to get back to where I was. I think it's this way. So I think whether people want to, die, I think that's something scary to think about. But all in all, I think, people would be better off, especially once it integrates a bit and becomes happy. A lot of people... Is that a monster spawner down there? What is this? Why is there glowing purple stone? Endermen. Hey guys. Why are you carrying blocks? Oh, that's right, you're sneaky little D-bags and you move stuff around. But yeah, I'm a firm, I firmly believe that like if people really don't do too much, contribute too much for society, that they're better off just kind of being terminated. I'll use that word because I like it a little better. Oh gosh, Enderman, can I run into you guys? Yeah, it looks like I can. I just can't look at you. So yeah, instead of it's sort of multi-purpose. I mean, people also get up on all on the cost aspect of euthanization and stuff like that. Well, what are we going to do with our old people? If we euthanize them, it's going to cost us to do that. But if you have them join the army, which is already existing, which we're already paying for, you have them fight, and you have them fight each other. It's not like there's a whole lot of mourning to go on. This girl was like, well, even if your son was suicidal, because I brought this up in my English class, even if your son was suicidal, it'd be a big effect on the family knowing that he joined the army with the intent of dying, knowing that he probably would die. And it's like, well, the dude's suicidal anyway. Would you at least like to know that he died fighting for his country? At least, even if he's like not doing it with the intent of helping out his country, he still died for the benefit of his country. So would the families really be any more sad about that than if he just killed himself? Like, honestly, I don't think so. I think it would be better, to know, hey, at least, Jimmy, even though he had like a bomb vest on and everything, he went out there, he shot like 3 or 4 bad guys, and then he blew himself up. He went out the way he wanted to, he was suicidal anyways. So now we have a little bit of population control. There's a little bit less mourning than, Ted, the almighty war hero, who went in there expecting to have the best KDR in the world, who just unfortunately, died on his way out of Afghanistan, whatever his last day. So I think that works out a lot better if you just have these emo kids and people who just dislike life in general, and you put them in a position where they are most likely going to die, but they are dying for a cause, nonetheless. So if everybody in the world operated like that, obviously warfare wouldn't be very interesting because, and of course this is a big aspect in the media as well, warfare wouldn't be interesting because people aren't really in it to win it. They are in it because they are forced to, because the government says, hey, if you're going to be suicidal, we're going to use you as death fodder. So it wouldn't be very interesting. No, not at all. But that's why when you're forcing people to fight, when you're forcing people saying, hey, you old people that are useless, you suicidal teens that really serve no purpose in society, you guys all go and line up. You know, we go back to Civil War style, or not Civil War. There was some guerrilla warfare and trench warfare in the Civil War, but pre-Civil War, like Revolutionary War type stuff. Get in your lines, give them muskets, don't give them fancy weapons. It boggles my mind how weapon manufacturers actually accomplish anything, because if you think about it, their job is to make better bullets that penetrate bulletproof armor, whereas the armor company's job is to make better armor that will resist the bullets that now penetrate them. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me how this cycle works. It's like, oh, well, we're going to develop armors that pierce, or bullets that pierce all your armor, and then we're going to develop armor that resists all our bullets, and then we're going to sell them to you guys, and then it's a cycle that repeats itself over and over again. So why have these fancy weapons when we could just have muskets that are inaccurate, that are somewhat interesting to use? We put our people in lines because they're all useless anyway, and we just go, hey, look, we have more useless people than you do. Looks like we're going to win this one if everybody takes a shot. And we can kind of exert our authority that way instead of having these informal guerrilla warfares that we do now, where we kind of intimidate people and say, hey, I know we don't like you. We have a lot of bombs. You have a lot of people. We don't really care about the people that you have, but we do care about the bombs that we have. We are willing to use them on you. And so I think you should severely back off before we decide to just bomb your country and don't really care who we kill with it. This is somewhat impractical. And so that's just my whole view on this thing. I don't want to go over my 25-minute mark, so I'm just going to cut it off here, but I hope you guys get the point. Please leave opinions. I do enjoy comments a lot more. A lot of people are like, leave ratings and favorites and sub to us. And I know Chili would really appreciate if you did all those things. If you enjoy my video, definitely leave it a like, you know, just show your support, express your opinions. That's what this is all about. And leave me some comments, because I really do like reading comments about how other people's opinions differ from my own. I will engage in discussion with you in the comments, so it's not like one of those things where you're just like, I disagree, and then you never hear back from the guy who posted it. I do like engaging in conversation with those of the people who are willing to post comments on my videos. So, guys, my name is Vince, and hopefully I'll be a director here on the hub for a while. Once again, do not come to my channel expecting stuff like this, because you're not going to find it, and I really hope I don't die on the way back to my house by like random falling skeleton or something like that. Or falling in lava. That's happened a few times now. But anyways, guys, oh my gosh, I need to run. I don't know why that scared me so much. It's probably because I have half a heart left. I really hate this hunger system. Because I'm like in a place where there are no animals. Anyways, Minecraft Hub, I hope you enjoy, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Peace out.